What's up, KC? This is activist Alonzo Washington giving you an update on the recent murders and homicides and shootings in the community of Kansas City, Kansas and Kansas City, Missouri. Now, I'm coming to you, a lot of people will look and say, well, why is this guy doing webcasts about crime? And for those of you who don't know me, I've been able to solve a number of homicides. I was able to solve the Precious Doe case. This was a 4-year case. Had all kinds of experts on it, and I was able to get the tip that broke that case by placing newspaper ads about the case. I also was able to solve the first homicide of 2005 in Kansas City, Missouri. That was Jeffrey Dunham. A lot of people think I just solved cases of African Americans. This was a white guy that was a Marine, and you know, for the rumors went, he was quite the racist. I don't care about that. I just want to stop crimes in the community. Also, I've been able to identify and find missing children, kids from London, kids outside of the state. So this can work. Now, all I want you to do is give me your tips. Just kind of want to go over some things. And I want to thank the community out there because I was able to identify a suspect in one of the 3 shootings that took place over the weekend in KCK. So I thank you for giving me that tip. This does and can work, but it takes you to help me help the police get leads in crime. Now, a lot of people say, well, why are you doing this? You know, we got police out here, we got non-for-profit groups, we got politicians. This is a short-term solution, in my opinion. You know, waiting on, you know, the education to get better. The education is jacked up in the inner city and really all over the country in America. The job rate is low. Poverty is high. Those things I can't solve. But if you give me a tip, I can make it hip, turn it in, and we can arrest somebody. So it's a short-term solution. Want to get back to all this shooting, killing that's going on. As you know, we had a quadruple shooting that resulted in 1 homicide on Monday. Then Tuesday, it just went crazy. The block was hot. That's why we're playing This Is Why It's Hot. And there's lots of reasons why it happened. But I kind of got to look at my notes because there were so many shootings. There was a shooting on 24th in Norton. If you got a tip about that, hit me up on my cell phone or my email or my page or whatever. You got the numbers, you can go to it. I'll list them at the end. It was another shooting at 38th and College. Don't know if that guy's gonna make it. In Kansas City, Missouri, all these shootings took place. Then also, it was a quadruple shooting on 39th and South Bend. They have no suspect information in that. If you have any information on any of those cases, let's go back over them. 1 person shot at 38th and College. It was a 17-year-old. Then you have a 20 on 24th and Norton. A person was shot. They don't know if he's going to make it or not. And then you had a quadruple shooting at 39th and South Bend. And hopefully there's no homicides to all of this. But if you got tips in any of these cases, give me a call at 913-321-6764. You can also go to my MySpace page. That's www.myspace.com/Alonzo_Washington, or you can send me an email direct at omega7toys@aol.com. But I think it's important that we get involved. That's the only way we can really fight crime. And then raising your children. I have 6 boys and 1 girl, 7 kids in total. I'm their father. You know, they're not going to be able to join no gangs. I'm the leader in the house. They're part of my gang. So we got to really be on top of our children. But the short-term solution, if you know about a murder, report it. You can call the police department if you want to as well. So that's pretty much the new deal. It was a club shooting too last night. Got a tip on that? Give me a call. And most of these things, you know, these triple, double, quadruple shootings are just taking over. If you want to avoid some of this, this is the hot spots that's going on. If you're living in an apartment, you're in danger, so you should be very careful. A lot of shootings are taking place there. If you've got to get out and report it, you got to be careful. A lot of shootings taking place at clubs, and try not to have beef. These arguments, you know, walk away from arguments if you can. Walk away, you know, try not to do anything, particularly if it's young people, because nowadays you have an argument, they'll put you full of some hot stuff, some bullets. So those are 3 tips to avoid this homicide rate in Kansas City, Kansas and Kansas City, Missouri. Hope I get a tip from you. Want to solve more crimes? Peace.